Carats. Yuki here. So, the 8 mini album is finally here. And I have to say one of the tracks completely caught me off guard. So today I thought I'd share my honest review of the entire album. Let's kick things off with our title track, Sing-a-Song. They started this track with a retro vibe that is totally good. The music video's visuals have this chaotic energy that gives a massive nod to 17's classic, Hot and Fear eras. The chorus is easily one of the strongest parts of the song. It's incredibly memorable and gives off this nostalgic feeling that reminds me of the shuffle dance era. It's the kind of chorus that gets stuck in your head after just one listen. This specific section sounds heavenly. It literally elevates the entire song. From the very first few seconds, this song grabbed my attention. It's refreshingly glitchy and the perfect representation of what this unit is all about. It doesn't waste any time, it immediately pulls you into its vibe. The music video is honestly so well done. The visuals, editing, and overall concept match the song's chaotic, yet fun energy perfectly. It was entertaining from start to finish. Overall, it's such a fun, nostalgic, and addictive track with incredible replay value. Now, let's move on to the next song and see what it brings to the album. The next song I'm reviewing is Friends. Can we talk about this lyric for a second? Because I swear it clicked in my head immediately. In Smile Flower, they're basically saying, our smile flower will always bloom. It's a promise for the future. But in Friends, they ask, what would I do if the smile flower didn't bloom? And that's what got me. It almost feels like Friends is taking us back to a time before they could make that promise, when they were still questioning everything. Like, what if we don't make it? What if this dream doesn't come true? Then years later, Smile Flower becomes the answer. No, our smile flower did bloom. We made it. One lyric looks back at where the journey started, the melon walls that witnessed their dreams. The other looks at the smile flower that bloomed because they never gave up on each other. Even though Friends and Smile Flower share a similar emotional message, they don't sound alike at all. The melody, the instrumental, and the overall vibe are completely different. They created Friends in their own style, and I think that's what makes it so special. I also love how the song flows from the very beginning. The way it starts immediately pulls you in, and everything about the track just feels so well put together. It's honestly such a beautiful and comforting song. Now let's move to the next song. Alright, next up is Beat. The first thing I noticed was the flow. It's so smooth and keeps the energy going from start to finish. There wasn't a single moment where I felt the song lost its momentum. Now, let's talk about that beat drop, because that was insane. It comes in so unexpectedly and completely changes the energy of the song in the best way possible. It's the kind of beat drop that instantly makes you want to replay the track. Honestly, Beat and Girls and Boys have my favorite beat drops on the album. They're completely different songs, but both beat drops hit so hard and leave such a strong impression. The production on this track is genuinely amazing. Overall, Beat is such a fun listen. The flow is addictive. The beat drop is one of the biggest highlights of the song, and it's definitely one I'll be replaying. Now, let's check out Girls and Boys. Girls and Boys is one of those songs that sounds simple at first, but the more you listen, the more it actually hits. The lyrics really stand out here because they're not trying to be complex. They're just honest. It's basically pointing at that shared feeling of being drained, stuck in routine, and still pushing through anyway. That's why it feels so easy to connect with, because it's something almost everyone has felt at some point, and then the drop comes in, and that's where it really clicks. It doesn't feel like it's there just for energy. It feels like it's carrying everything the lyrics are saying and turning it into sound. That shift hits like a release, almost like all that built-up weight finally breaks for a moment. That's what makes this track work so well. It takes something very simple and real in the lyrics, and then the drop turns that feeling into something you can actually hear and feel at the same time. And next up is Rat Race. We'll continue the rest in the next video, where I'll be covering Rat Race, coloring, 8 decimeters, and MIA. Let me know what you think about the album in the comments, whether you agree, disagree, or just have your own favorites. This is my first time doing a full breakdown like this, so yeah, it might be a bit messy, but I hope you still enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.